This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined by unbeaten cruiserweight contender Jack Massey. We're at the Warrington-Frampton undercard in Manchester. How are you, Jack?
Good, thanks. Good.
Nice to meet you. First time we've done this?
Yeah, first time, first interview, so yeah.
Hopefully we'll make it a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
So talk to me about Warrington-Frampton undercard. You're making a return to the ring?
Yeah, it's going to be a great night. My last fight was on the Tyson Fury undercard, so it's been a while. We're going to end the year with a bang, so it's going to be a good night of boxing.
Cruiserweight division, particularly domestically, has really taken off over the last year. You've got the likes of Massey, Lawrence Okolie, Isaac Chamberlain, so on and so forth. Where do you put yourself in that mix?
I put myself right in the middle of that mix. There's a lot of good fights out there. I'm 14-0 now, unbeaten, so it's time for me to be in that mix and fight some of these guys. There's a bit of back and forth for me with Okolie on Twitter, so we're hopefully going to make that fight next year, which will be a good fight to see.
Now, last time we saw Lawrence Curley in the ring, by Lawrence's own admission, hardly an exhilarating contest against Massey. What did you see in that fight that you potentially be able to exploit in 2019 should you get that fight?
Yeah, it was a bit of a flat fight. It was a poor fight, but I think I'm capable of beating him. I think Okolie's got three things. He's got long arms. He's gangly. He's awkward. He's got a right hand. He's got a big right hand, and he holds a lot. So take them three things away from me. What's he got?
If it's not Lawrence Okolie, I mean, he's obviously British champion, but I don't know what his plans are going to be moving forward. What other fights interest you potentially? As I say, there's a lot in the mix at cruiserweight, particularly domestically.
Yeah, definitely, it's exciting. There's talk of possibly a WBO European title next year, so that'll be great. Whoever that's going to be. So we'll see what's there. There's a lot of fights there. There's a lot of good fights. I'm excited about it. I'm not one to bypass any fights and try and weave my way to the top as fast as I can. I want to show people what I'm capable of. I'm 14-0 now. I've had some good tough fights, but I want some really, really hard fights, and that's when you're going to see the best of me.
What can fans who are potentially not as familiar with you, as they I'm sure will be after the 22nd, what can they expect to see from you when you're in the ring?
Maybe an early night. I hope it's a good tough fight. Show everyone what I'm about, but I think it'll be an early night.
Final word on the main event. Josh Warrington defends his IBF featherweight title against Frampton. Great fight. Great fight.
A bit on the fence, but it's going to be a massive night. Not only that, there's some other great fights on the show, so I'll be sticking around after my fight and watching them all. So it'll be it's good night.
A push for a winner, Frampton or Warrington?
It's hard to say. I did say Frampton at first, but Warrington's shocked a lot of people. I think with Warrington, he's very mentally strong. The Selby fight, I was expecting Selby to beat him, and he prevailed on that. So it's hard to say. It is hard to say. So I was Frampton, and I've gone to Warrington, so I'm back and forth. So I'm a little bit on the fence still. So
to be fair, every single fighter I've interviewed has been on the fence, 50-50, and not giving anything away. So you're not the only one.
Yeah. Both nice guys, aren't they? You can't. Both nice guys. You can't say anything bad about them. So yeah, it'll be a great fight anyway.
Two fighters with a massive fan base. You've got Josh Warrington's Leeds faithful. We've got a lot of travelling Irish. What's it going to be like for you to perform in that atmosphere?
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be noisy. It's going to be a lot of beer flowing. Leeds and Irish. So there's going to be a lot of beer flowing. So it'll be good to fight in that sort of a crowd. But it's boxing. Obviously, let the fighters do the fighting and all that. So, it's going to be great.
Okay, well, Jack Massey, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Glad we've done this. Let's do it again soon.
Definitely. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social.
Cheers,